Black Mamba Boy is the story of my father. It's the story of a generation of Somali men who survived many, many different challenges. And it's a story that I think hasn't been told before. The book opens in Aden in 1935. My father was a street kid along with many other Somali children at the time. So he slept rough, he took whatever job he could get, he stole now and again, I think. He was just running free. The book is called Black Mamba Boy because it's a translation of the nickname he was given by his mother. His mother had a snake pass over her stomach just before she gave birth to him, and she took that as a sign. The inspiration behind the book was my father's extraordinary life. I found it very late just how extraordinary it was. I'd heard snippets from him from an early age of how he'd fought in the Second World War and how he'd worked from the age of 6 and how he'd crossed deserts and crossed seas by himself. I think my father's story encapsulates a certain experience and a certain time and place very well. There really are conversations that took place at the bus stop in 1947, but there are important parts of the plot that I've embellished, and I've taken a seed from something that my father's told me and made it grow into something much bigger than it actually was. I'd chip in and ask him questions, and sometimes we'd argue over details like whether it was possible for a person to live for 30 days without water or food. He had to make his own opportunities. Well, I feel like I've been lucky, and he had a kind of a luck that helped him survive, while I think I've had a different kind of luck where I've been able to thrive. The odds against him were so high, but somehow he still always survived. I hope that people that read Black Mamba Boy will come away with an understanding of how life has changed so drastically for us as well as for people in completely different environments. I wanted to memorialise the lives of people like my father who are often written about but very rarely have their perspective represented, and I think I wanted to do that as honestly as possible.